I know you've heard of the March of Dimes, and you may remember from years ago, Walk America, that was held in the fall. Well, we're going to find out about the March of Dimes, a kickoff event coming up next week, and the March of Dimes Walk, which is coming up in the fall. Hello and welcome to WJTS in.form. I'm Bill Potter, your host. Joining me in the studio is Melissa Hefele, who is the chairman for the Dubois County March of Dimes Committee. And we also have with us Mike Ball, and Mike is the division chairman.
Yes, sir. Hello.
For, I guess, Southwest Indiana.
Correct.
Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
March of Dimes has been around a long time. I can remember walking when I was young, and that was a long time ago. Mike, maybe if you could give us a little history of the March of Dimes.
Okay, Bill. The March of Dimes was formed in 1938 by Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And at that time, there was a radio announcer called Eddie Cantor, and he called out to everybody, said, "March your dimes to Washington, D.C., and that's how we got our name. And the money that was received at that point in time, the March of Dimes used to fund Jonas Salk's vaccine for polio. And hence we no longer have polio. It's eradicated the polio problem in North America, and we're working on getting that, distributed throughout the world. And that's what the March of Dimes is about. It's the first voluntary health organization specifically to prevent diseases or to help prevent problems. And after the polio vaccine was successful, we reinvented ourselves, and we were going to be about birth defects for all babies. And now we're all about all health problems and health issues for all babies. And we do fun things locally with our research grant money that we have, but most of the money goes nationally to fund large projects to find out. Right now our initiative is prematurity, find out why babies are coming premature. 1 in 8 babies are born premature, and that is a complete mystery. Half of them are a complete mystery. Mom and dad are doing everything just fine, and they do a well baby checkup with their doctor, their family physician, and find out something's wrong. And then the baby has to be delivered there to save the mom and the baby, either or. So the baby's born too soon, and we have wonderful hospitals and medical professionals that are doing a great job of taking care of that. The March of Dimes funded a lot of things that help the baby once it's born. For instance, a child is very susceptible to the bright lights, but they need light for their vitamin D. They have all kinds of special needs as far as heart monitors, breathing monitors, sleep monitors, and that type of thing. We've done a great job medically finding out how to preserve these children as they come early. Now we're trying to prevent them from coming early. And if we can find that problem, the cure for that, we will solve it for about 500,000 babies every year. And in Indiana, that's about 189. It averages out to 189 a week are born premature here in Indiana.
Okay, now, Melissa, there is a local committee, or a group that is putting on the March of Dimes. What's it called in the fall? Is it still Walk America?
It is now the March for Babies.
Okay, so it has changed, evolved over the years.
Right,
okay.
Which that was just retitled about 3 or 4 years ago.
Correct.
And we found that people didn't associate babies with Walk America, so we thought let's change the title and let people know exactly why they're walking, which is for the babies.
Okay, and we're going to get ahead of ourselves, but let's do that. The Walk for Babies, March for Babies?
March for Babies.
March for Babies is coming up in the fall. Let's talk about that date.
October 13th at Alumni Stadium here in Jasper. The registration begins at noon and the walk is at 1. It is a fun family event. There's going to be a bounce house. There is a clown face painting. Children, it's about the kids, and children are welcome, the entire family.
Okay, now, obviously we're going to have you back again to talk about that as we get closer, but you are needing teams to participate in the March for Babies. Who should do a team? What are you looking for teams?
Teams consist of all different types of people. So we have corporate teams who, as a business, they put together a team for the March of Dimes. We also have family teams. Maybe there's a family that has been affected or just wants to help, and so they decide to fundraise on their own and form a team. And then there are individuals who just decide that, hey, this is something I care about, this is something I want to do, and they choose to form a team on their own.
Is there a minimum requirement? Like you got to bring so much money to the table to be able to participate?
Actually, there is no registration fee to form a team. So you can form a team and you can fundraise as much or as little as you would like.
Okay, and a special event is going to be held on the 18th of July, which is next week. What is that?
The kickoff dinner is Thursday, July 18th, which is next Thursday, this coming Thursday. And it is an event where you can come and you can learn about the March of Dimes. Our ambassador family, who is the family that represents March of Dimes and the struggle with prematurity, is a local family, Drew and Amanda Smith and their daughter Anna. They will be present, and then they will share their story of prematurity with everyone at the dinner. So you get to see firsthand what March of Dimes does, and you get to meet Anna, and she is a fun little girl, so it's a very cool event. Mike also does a presentation and talks a little bit more about how to fundraise, what the history of March of Dimes is, and how you can make a difference. So it's really for information. You come and you have a free chicken dinner provided by the Moose, which is great, and it's fun. It's a fun event, so I just really hope that people take the time to come out.
Melissa, what kind of teams are you looking for? Is a corporate team better, a family team? What sort of teams?
We like all teams.
We like all teams.
Yeah, all teams are good. So whichever works best for you, that's perfect.
Okay, and Mike, without giving away some of your big speech that you're going to have, one of the drawbacks for people doing something like this may be that they're afraid to do fundraising, and that scares them, and that fundraising word or two words is a little difficult for them. What do you have to say to that?
It can be intimidating, Bill, you're right. And what we've done at the March of Dimes is we have an email online fundraising tool where you simply send out an email to your friends and family, wherever they may be, put through your address book, and ask them to join you, and they can go online with a credit card wherever they're located and make a donation to your team, and you get credit for that amount.
Okay, now, I'm going to go back in history because I can remember doing when it was Walk America. We were talking about this off the air. 20 miles, I remember that we used to walk, and you had to get a dime was the goal for each mile that you walked. And if you only walked 10 miles or 9 miles, that's how much you went back and collected. It's a little different now, isn't it? Now it's more of just a flat donation.
It is a flat donation. We just ask teams to give us a donation on there. We have ideas on how they can raise the money. It's very simple. But we still have the old packets that if you want to donate a dime for a mile, so we can do it that way, or we can do it on the internet as well.
Okay, and how far are we walking?
As far as you want to. We're set up at Alumni Stadium,
okay.
So we have the track.
Oh, so you just go around the track.
It is stroller friendly, and you can walk as much or as little as you'd like. So It's not an intensive walk. It's more about having fun with the children and with your family, and coming out and supporting the March of Dimes.
And now probably the most important thing for people to be thinking about right now is starting to form a team, or at least getting some information. What's the best way, other than coming to the event next week, Thursday, at the Moose, at what time is it?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Okay, for a free chicken dinner, and you can get information there. What's another way that they can do that?
You can contact me. I work at German American at the main office in Jasper. You are welcome to email me at melissa.hefele, which is Hafele at germanamerican.com. You're also welcome to give me a call, and my number there is 482-0705, and I'm happy to share any information, answer any questions that you may have, or you can come by and see me as well. So.
Okay. And so people should just get together in the office or at the next family get-together, or just individually and say, I think I'm going to put a team together.
Yeah. Or go online. If you go to the website for March for Babies, you can organize your team there. You can create a team page. And it's kind of a really nice starting point because you can track the funds you've raised there, and it gives you a place to go with your information.
Ideally, you'd like to know that some of the teams by Thursday or on Thursday, but that's not a deadline. If somebody decides in September they want to be part of March for Babies, they can do that.
That's correct. If you wake up on Sunday, October the 13th, and want to come out and walk, we can register that morning.
Okay. How are teams lining up right now?
We're doing well. Last year we had over 40, and we've reached 30 this year so far. So I really feel confident that we're going to break the number of teams we had last year.
Do you have a goal of the amount that you'd like to have raised?
We want to raise $40,000, which is about $2,000 more than last year, and that's a goal that we've set, and we hope everybody come out and help us make that goal.
Okay. Is there anything that either of you'd like to add?
You can find us on marchforbabies.org, and that's where Melissa was talking about building your team. You can upload your baby's picture, your family's picture, and kind of have fun creating your team that way at marchforbabies.org.
Yeah, and you can be, the nice thing about fundraising with March of Dimes is you can be as high-tech or low-tech as you want. You know, we have those people who do all their fundraising online, who go through emails, but then you have those people who also just like to dig in, and they like to do it the old-fashioned way, you know, go door to door and ask for donations, or have an event, a spaghetti dinner or something of that nature, to raise funds, and then just take it to the walk with you that day. That's fine too. So it's whatever you're comfortable with, as much or as little as you'd like to do.
Okay, and all the money goes to the March of Dimes. It's a great organization. I know that we all are familiar with that from over the years. Thanks to both of you for coming in this morning and being part of the WJTS in.form program.
Thank you so much.
We have had with us Melissa Hefele. She is the local Dubois County chairman for the March of Dimes committee, and we've had with us Mike Ball, who is the division chairman, Southwest Indiana, roughly is your territory. All right. Thank you for watching WJTS in.form. We are local people watching local people.